343 let us play 3 new maps during Halo Infinite's first flight last month: Live Fire, Recharge, and Bazaar. But wouldn't it be bizarre if 343 let us play 3 Halo 3 maps? In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 Halo 3 maps that I feel must return in Halo Infinite in order to cement their legacy in the Halo franchise. And if you want to be a legend yourself, please let me know in the comment section below how many times I mentioned the number 3 in this video. What's up everyone, how you guys doing? My name is Christian and welcome to Matafied Gaming. Halo 3 had a plethora of maps to play from, ranging from the not so good maps like Snowbound and Isolation, all the way to classic maps like Last Resort and Construct. But no other map reigned supreme in the heads of kids back in 2007 like the first map on this list: Guardian. Guardian was the spiritual successor to Halo 2's most beloved map, Lockout, and it had huge shoes to fill, and boy did it deliver. There were so many game modes that could be played on this 2-level map, ranging from 4v4 Slayer to Oddball, Free-for-all, and of course, you cannot forget the 1v1s that were created in the post-game lobbies. Since Halo 3, we have yet to see this map come back to life, and that's not counting Forge. And it's mainly due to the game mechanics of the sequels that followed it. Halo Reach, 4, and 5 all had some type of sprint, jetpacks, or other game-changing mechanics that would make traversing Guardian really easy, and it would destroy the gameplay that was beloved from Halo 3. But now that 343 is taking more of a legacy approach for Halo Infinite, I doubt that's going to be a problem, and we need this map back. Because of this, there's no better time like now to not only bring this iconic map back, but also bring back the old player base that has left since then. Yes, I know, many would argue that 343 isn't worried about old heads like us, and they want to focus on the new generation. But the lack of a battle royale and the clear focus on competitive play and legacy movements tell me otherwise. Guardian deserves a shot to reign supreme once again, especially considering that Lockout has been remade in Halo 3 in Blackout, in Halo Reach, technically in The Cage, which was based off of Lockout's original concept, and in Halo 2 Anniversary. Don't get me wrong though, I love Lockout. I had a lot of fun times on Lockout. But if you're an NBA fan like myself, this may apply to you. Guardian to me was my Lockout. Just like Kobe Bryant to me was my Michael Jordan. And that's saying a lot. Michael Jordan is considered to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. And some will say the same about Lockout. But to me, it's Kobe Bryant. To me, it's Halo 3's Guardian. Halo Infinite is going to sell, I have no doubt about it, but 343 will definitely be digging themselves in a pit if they don't at least remake one of the maps on this list. And speaking of pits, that brings us to the second map on this list, The Pit. If there was ever a perfect map for all game types, The Pit would be it. It is symmetrical, has plenty lines of sight, it's centered around power-ups and power weapon control, and was viable in many, if not all, major game types. The Pit, unlike Guardian, has already been remade, but I would love to see it return once more for the new generation. The Pit in Halo 3 was considered a training ground, and if you look closely around the map, there are brute cutouts that pop up as you walk around, which served as training targets if you just wanted to scroll around the map and practice your shots. I think this could tie in perfectly with the Banished lore and the Spartans reutilizing this training facility. Possibly it's already been torn down or blown up after the effects of all the wars and trainings that it's gone through, and it would be perfect for the Spartans to jump right back into the Pit and train for this new brute threat. The Pit was a competitive focused map, and it was well beloved by MLG and all other tournament organizers at the time, and to be honest, it was pretty unchanged from the stock version that Bungie put out. Yes, there were a couple different crates put around the map to help with some jump ups. Of course, the top towers were blocked off so no one could grenade jump up there and completely break the game. But overall, it was a pretty good competitive map, and it also served well for social game types. Even if 343 doesn't remake The Pit, I would love to see it return even in like weapon drills or bot trainings or anywhere else that 343 could possibly put the aesthetic of the pit in Halo Infinite. The third and final map on this list, one that for sure better return, is Valhalla. I know. This map has already been remade in Halo 4, in Forge, in every possible thing that you can think of, just like the pit, but it needs to be remade again. Valhalla was loosely based, well, not loosely, it was based on Halo Combat Evolved's Blood Gulch, which later turned into Halo 2's Coagulation, and then we got Halo 3's Valhalla. In Halo 4, it was pretty much remade identically. And in Halo 5, I believe we got it in Forge. I didn't play the game too much to really understand. Now, it would be cool to get Coagulation back in the game. But let's be honest. Nostalgia is blinding you to how good those maps really were. Valhalla is hands down the elite version of both Coagulation and Blood Gulch combined. Valhalla has lifts, no teleporters, a wide variety of ranges, different types of set points that you can create on the map. You can have vehicles on there. It was big enough for big team battle, but small enough for 4v4 Slayer. You can pretty much play any game type as well, just like the pit, but it's more catered to like a offense defense type playstyle, which I have yet to see executed correctly since Halo 3. With 343's emphasis on big team battle, they can make alterations, make Valhalla a little bigger, add different areas that weren't there, maybe possibly new structures that the new equipment pieces could be viable in. But then again, if Valhalla ain't broke, don't fix it. Some of my fondest memories playing on Valhalla are hearing the announcer call out Slayer and just spawning, shooting all the way back, hopping on the Warhog, honking my horn, and getting one of my teammates to jump on the back on the turret. I'd go around that map like crazy, man. I swear I got my CDL in Halo 3. I was going up and down the mountains, through the rivers, jumping over cliffs, avoiding Spartan lasers, and at the end of it all, my gunner was happy. Alright, I may be exaggerating a little bit, but man, I love being the driver. I love helping the dude on the back of the turret to get those kills, because a lot of the times in 4v4, people don't really tend to get multi-kills like that, but in big team, you could easily get multi-kills. I could go on and on and on, and I'm sure there's more maps that you feel should be remade in Halo Infinite. I would honestly love to hear that from you. Leave a comment down below. Which Halo 3 map do you want to return in Halo Infinite? All the maps on today's list in one way, shape, or form caters to both social and competitive play. And with Forge coming out after launch, I'm sure any small tweaks can be made to alter the maps or the game types or anything that's needed to make sure that both parties are happy. I repeat, Halo Infinite will succeed. I think, honestly, it's going to go down as one of the greatest Halo games ever made. And I am so happy. I am so proud because I've been rooting for 343 through it all. I loved Halo 4's campaign. The multiplayer was whack. Halo MCC on launch was a disaster. Halo 5 I will go to the grave as saying is one of the best multiplayers Halo has ever seen. It just was not given the love it deserved. And that's a video in and of itself if I ever decide to make it, if you'd like to see it. But Halo Infinite is just setting itself up to be massive, huge. The hype around it is insane. It reminds me so much of the hype around Halo 3, and that's why I wanted to succeed so much. It's one of the main reasons why I'm back on YouTube. I love this game. Halo means the world to me, and I'm sure it means the world to you. So please, 343, if you're watching this video, if you're watching this video, please, for the love of all Halo gods, at least bring back Guardian. And that's all I got.